I am TM Sujit Reddy, Sergeant at Arms of this amazing event. Toastmaster International is a worldwide non-profitable educational organization that empowers individuals become more effective communicators and leaders. It headquarters in Eaglewood, Colorado, United States. The organization membership exceeds 357,000 in more than 16,600 clubs in 143 countries. I would like to begin by starting the mission of Toastmaster Club. I request all of you keep your right hand on your chest and say in your mind. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members empowered to develop communications and leadership skills, resulting in great self-confidence and personal growth. Some golden rules to be respected during the online meeting. All attendees must mute their audio all the times unless instructed by the TMOD, TTM or general evaluator. Do not share your screen unless asked by the host. If you want to communicate, please use the chat function, which will be open for all of you to express your suggestions and ideas. You can use the reaction buttons to show your appeals. Refrain yourself from talking on 3 taboo topics: religion, sex, and politics. Kindly avoid movements, eating, drinking, which may distract the speaker. In case you need to move, please turn off your video before doing so. I would like to give this screen to energetic Toastmaster who has been in this journey for the past 7 years. The present president of this Toastmaster Club. Let's give a round of applause for welcoming our energetic president, TM Kanti Madinathan.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sujit Reddy, for giving the detail about Toastmasters and mission statement. I welcome you all for the Keynoters 73rd meeting, and I officially declare the meeting number 73 has started. And it's very nice to see a lot of flowers in our garden. So before going to the guest, I would like to say about Toastmasters International. Toastmasters International, as our Sergeant Arms told, it's a non-profit organization, and it helps its members to develop their communication and leadership skills. And currently, we have more than 300,000 members in 149 countries and more than 15,800 clubs. And the beauty in the Toastmaster is, if you are a member of any one club, you can visit n number of clubs and you can perform any roles. So it's a great learning opportunity, and also excellent one. And the learning opportunity in Toastmasters International is going in through pathways nowadays. So I will go through that slide, and I will just give a few words about the pathways session. There is it is giving a lot of information to us, and it gives opportunity to build more than 300 unique competencies, and there are 11 paths. Could anyone unmute and say a few paths?
Engaging humor, effective coaching, presentation mastery.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Kalpana. I'm sure you completed all these 3 paths. And yeah, we have more than 11. And as our Toastmaster Kalpana, our immediate past president told, engaging humor, and we have dynamic leadership, effective coaching, and innovative planning. Yes. Yeah, leadership development and motivational strategies and persuasive influence, strategic relationship, and team collaboration and visionary communication. And it is giving a lot of opportunity to learn in a different platform also. And recently the District 105 is giving a lot of in PR activities, and our keynoters also giving a lot of outputs in through that one. For example, podcast, our VP Education won in the prize also, and we have the blogs, and recently they are giving one a book review also. So please come forward and give your review in our, we can put in our WhatsApp group, and we can submit it to the our district 105 also. And a lot of things are there. And now I would like to welcome all the guests and members, and I request you have to introduce yourself. First, we will go with our evaluator, Toastmaster Sudha Gomudi Narayanan. Over to you, ma'am. Please introduce yourself to our members.
Good evening. My name is Sudha, but as Kanti said, I'm an Indian. I live in Jordan. Work got me here in Jordan in 2007. And I joined Toastmasters in 2010 with the intention of meeting people outside my work, because I was all the time in my workplace because I didn't have any other source of people I could connect to. So I joined Toastmasters with that intention, and I've never looked back. I'm currently a member of 5 clubs, and here I am at the request of DTM Varata. She comes to a lot of our meetings in Jordan, and when she messaged me about your meeting, I very willingly said, I mean, because we are 1 hour ahead of you all, I said, no, if I'm free, I'll definitely come. And here I am. I'm sorry I'm taking more than a table topics time, but yeah, I had a lot to say.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And please give some invites from your out of 5 clubs to us also. We are happy to join with you. And now, and also I would like to say that Toastmaster Varada recently did a chief judge role in one of the Gavel clubs. Please give her a big round of applause. And today also she is doing chief judge role in one of the clubs. That's why she nominated Sudha. So thanks to Toastmaster Varada and Toastmaster Sudha also. And I am sure she will join after her role. Now I would like to ask our table topic master today, Toastmaster Tinu, over to you.
I am Tinu from Matrix Toastmaster. I am a new member. That's all.
Thank you so much.
Table topic.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Last meeting she did a wonderful speech, and that time General Evaluator Kiran noticed her speech also. She did well, and now I would like to ask our another evaluator, Toastmaster Abdul Rashid. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. I'm Abdul Rashid. I'm VPPR of Scholars Malayalam Toastmaster Club, and also I'm a member of Scholars English Toastmasters Club. Currently, I'm living in Ajman. I'm from Kerala. I'm an engineer by profession.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abdul Rashid. And I thought you are from Ras Al Khaimah. Thank you so much for your update also. And now I would like to ask Toastmaster Badar Roini. Over to you, sir. Please unmute and please introduce yourself. Yeah, maybe I think he lost his connection. And now I would like to acknowledge we have 2 area directors in our meeting. One is our own area director, Toastmaster Kalpana, and another area director, area 46 director, Toastmaster Sindhu. Toastmaster Sindhu, ma'am, please unmute yourself and give your introduction to us.
Thank you, Kanti, and good evening to all the members over here. I'm really delighted to be a part of your club, and I would like to thank once again for inviting me to this club, and I'm the general evaluator for this meeting. So looking forward to a great meeting, and really excited to hear what the role players have got to say. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Area 46 Director. Thanks from coming from Division K. We are in now Division F, and we need your support always. And now I would like to call Toastmaster Zainab Tamimi. Could you unmute, please? Toastmaster Zainab and Toastmaster Badar, please feel free to unmute during the course of meeting. And if you are coming on the camera, or if you want to talk, our Toastmaster of the day is always there to welcome you. And now I would like to share one important thing. Our club, Keynoters Toastmasters Club, recently got the Smedley Award. And I thanks to all the members here, and particularly I would like to thanks to our VP membership, Toastmaster Tilakam. Thank you so much, ma'am. And I would like to announce also, we renewed, our club has renewed its progress, and still some of the members has to renew. Please feel free to renew to grow with us. And thank you everyone for renewing whoever renewed the club membership dues. And now we are going to the meeting. It will be an amazing meeting, and I am sure, because we are going to connect the minds to give that conduct the whole meeting. We have a special member, and he is the upcoming Vice President Education of Sharjah Toastmaster, and he is working in Dubai. And he has a lot of things he know about the Expo 2020. So we are going to explore the Expo 2020 along with our Toastmaster of the day. Please give him a marvelous round of applause to welcome Toastmaster Rakesh Mishra. Over to you, Toastmaster Rakesh.
Thank you, President. Kanti, am I audible and visible too?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, President Kanti, for such a lovely introductions. For a second, I thought actually you are talking about someone else or what. So let me thank you once again, actually, Presidents, for showing a trust in me and giving this opportunity to drive this meeting as a TMOD today. Thank you very much. So very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome you all in a Keynoters Toastmaster Club meeting number 73. So before heading to the theme of the meeting, just let me ask the President's Kanti if there is any change in the schedule.
Yeah, no changes as of now, and if it is any, then I will message you. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you, President. So coming back to the theme of the meeting, connecting minds. Connecting minds. If we visualize something from our mind and have a feel in our heart, if we have a courage to speak and owe the statement, and if you have a desire to work for it and make it reality, nothing can stop him. Nothing can stop us. What we see today is definitely a vision of someone who would have connected the dots, created a pathway. There is a very thin line between dreaming and visualizing. While dreaming, it is just a state of mind, whereas when we visualize something, it's a symbol of action. Yes, it's all happened in a single mind. Either we dream or we visualize the things. The fact is, there is nothing off limit. Yes, there is no limitations on uses of a brain. The mind is the one who directs us to live our life, achieve our success, meet goals or objective of the life. Mental health is always kept first when it comes to the priority versus the body health. Having said, all social, economical, and political power is a result of someone's mind. Expo 2020 is also a thought of visionary. It begins from UK in 1851 and attracted hundreds of countries through the globe, and the journey of the globalization had started. The concept became very popular and was repeated across the globe, demonstrated an unparalleled power of attraction and a record of world-class legacies. UAE has also become a part of this vision and decided to conduct Expo 2020 here in Dubai, hosting the world for 182 days. That is a maximum number of days exhibition can happen. That is almost 6 months. Each one brimming with a new experience, whoever is participating. As you are all aware, Expo 2020 is one of the iconic world fair, which is designed very meticulously to showcase achievements of a nation participating. More than 200 participants were invited, including 191 countries, and millions of visitors are taking a part in this vision from the globe, and celebrating innovation, collaboration, and providing inspiration for the future. So guys, when we are talking about Expo 2020, let me check how many of you recall the theme of Expo. May I request to raise your hand or unmute yourself and share what is the theme of this Expo 2020, sir? Or madam? Anybody?
The connecting minds, I think so.
Absolutely right. But it is again 50%, just passing a score, sir.
Creating future.
Yes, absolutely right. So it's a connecting minds and creating the future. That is the theme of the meeting, theme of this Expo. So it connects the mind of all business owners throughout the globe, bringing them on a single platforms and talking about the future and having a vision together to be a global village. Now I'll ask a second question. What is the maximum duration of this exhibition? Just in my 2 minutes back, actually, I said, what is the maximum duration of this exhibition can be conducted?
6 months.
182 days.
182 days.
Yes.
3 to 4 days.
Yeah, it's the 6 months exhibition. That is the maximum, and the minimum is 3 to 4 weeks. And what is the frequency? Can anybody share? What is the frequency of this exhibition?
5 years.
Absolutely, sir. It's once in a 5 years. It's a once in a 5 years. So before moving to the next step, let me explain the agenda of the meeting for the benefit of the guest. A Toastmaster meeting in general divided into three major sessions. The first session is a prepared speech session, and second is very interesting session, which is we call table topic session. And the third is the most important session we call evaluation and a feedback session. So now I would like to introduce our role players today formally, although actually President Kanti has already introduced. So the word of the day is being played by Toastmaster Tilagam. And again, a grammarian report will be presented by Toastmaster Preeti. Our counter report will be presented by Toastmaster Tilagam again. Table topic will be conducted by Toastmaster Tinu. And our presidents, Toastmaster Kanti, will keep watch on us and will ensure that we are on a track and going as per the plan. He will be our timer role today. Before we proceeding ahead, let me see. President Kanti, is there any guest?
Yes, we introduced all the guests. We have Badar and Zainab, and others are taking their roles.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. So we can proceed with the word of the day today. So may I request Toastmaster Tilagam to introduce the word of the day, sir? Toastmaster Tilagam?
Yes, sir. Sir, I request President Gandhi to share the screen. The word of the day is perky. You know what is the meaning of the perky? Generally, it refers to cheerful or lively. We can also tell briskly and vengeful. The actual definition of the word perky is someone who is cheerful, peppy, and self-confident. Examples of using this word perky is, the first one is, she certainly looked less than her usual perky self. Another example, a smiling, happy cheerleader with a lot of energy. Then a perky friend would be the one who is always up for games and activities. Generally, if you are a perky person, you are upbeat, lively, and positive. Now, I request, let me start with our TMOD. Sir, can you use this word perky and create a sentence?
Yeah, thanks. Word of the day, Master. Yeah, I can say a very nice word from our perkiest word master of the day today.
Thank you, sir. And next I request TM Sudha Gomati.
Perkiness is something that I do not feel very comfortable with early in the morning when I'm still half asleep.
Okay, that's really good, correct. And next I request DTM Annie.
Sometimes I can be perky depending on my mood.
Let me request Area Director Kalpana.
With excellent word master like Tilakam, we all feel that we are in the state of perkiness, and let's all our naughty things come out being perky. Back to you, word master.
Thank you. And next Area Director Sindhu.
First of all, I would like to appreciate our Toastmaster Tilakam, perky Toastmaster Tilakam, for bringing in such a good word and making us happy.
Thank you. That's really awesome. And then next, TM Gurumurthy.
Thank you so much for the perky welcome, which is in the networking session from all the Toastmasters. Thank you.
Thank you. And TM Abdul Rashid.
I'm very happy to see many perky faces who are ready to communicate each other.
That's really wonderful, sir. TM Sangeeta Gupta.
Hi, good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guest. Yeah, warm welcome, Keynoters Club. Yeah, our former president Kalpana is very perky.
Really. Sir, next our president Gandhi Madinathan.
Yeah, thank you.
He's more.
Yes, yes, go ahead, Toastmaster Sangeeta.
Continue, and I was saying just present president more perky.
Thank you so much. My kids are more perkier people than my wife. And I saw Toastmaster Sujit raised his hand also. Toastmaster Sujit.
Yeah, next person is Sajana terms. Mr. Sujit.
When you have a perky people's friends surrounded by you, your life is beautiful.
Yes, yes. And TM Swati.
Well, I personally think it is vital to be perky in order to succumb with the challenges in life.
It's okay. And table topic master Tinu.
Always try to make others perky.
Okay, that's good. And TM Kiran Kapoor.
I am very happy to become the part of perky group. That is the Keynoters.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Back to our TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tilakam. I request all to use this word throughout the meeting today.
Toastmaster of the day, sorry to interrupt. I received a message from Toastmaster Varada that Toastmaster Sudha has to leave early. So I request Toastmaster Kalpana to give the speech as a first speaker. So Toastmaster Sudha can evaluate as early as possible. And I request other speakers also. If you all are okay, then we will go ahead with that one suggestion. Yeah, thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, President. So now, thanks, Toastmaster Telegam, for such a beautiful word. It's a very easy, very quick, and we all, I request everyone to just keep using these words throughout the meeting today. I'm sure Toastmaster Telegam is going to keep watch on, and we will count at the end of the day, end of the meeting, how many times who has used this word. So now, may I request our grammarian, Toastmaster Preeti, to introduce herself and give the objective of the grammarian role, please.
Good evening, everybody.
Yep.
Good evening, everybody. Yes, so I'm the grammarian today. I am supposed to check the grammar mistakes, and then I have to ensure that I have to check if everybody is using the word of the day in their speech. So this is the task given to me. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Preeti. Thank you very much. Now, may I request our timer to introduce, again, timer is back to the President. President Kanti, can you please share the objective of timer?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rakesh. Today I am doing a timer's role. There are one quote I remember, the time is precious, so we need to waste it wisely. And I will show the color cards in my background. For example, today we have two icebreaker speeches. Advance congratulations to Toastmaster Guru and Toastmaster Swati. And for your timing is 4 to 6 minutes. At 4 minutes, I will show the green, and at 5th minute, I will show the amber, and at the 6th minute, I will show the red. Then also you have 30 seconds grace period. And for the other speakers, the time limit is 5 to 7. I will do the same drill, but 5, 6, and 7. In the table topics, 1 to 2 minutes. So I will do the same drill on 1 minute, I will show the green, and 1 minute, 30 seconds, I will show the amber, and 2 minutes, I will show the red. And the evaluators is again 2 to 3, 2, and 2.5, and 3. And today, I am the one of the persons with more colorful. And please follow the timing cycles, because I will show my real colors today. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, President. Thank you very much. So before going to the main session, which is prepared speeches, let me just quickly go back to the expo once again. And I have a few more questions in my wallet. Let me just say, okay. Can anybody share when was the last Expo was conducted?
2015.
Which year? And where it was conducted, sir?
Milan.
Absolutely. That was a Milan, Italy. And another question is, when it is expected to be conducted next in 2025? Anyone?
In 2025, it's in Japan, I think. Osaka or Osaka?
Exactly. It's Osaka, Kansai. Yes, you're absolutely right. So now it's a time to go to the prepared speeches now. So we have 4 speeches today, prepared speeches. And President Kanti, you said actually first will be Toastmaster Kalpana is going to take the speech, right?
Yes.
Okay. So thank you very much. So may I request Toastmaster Kalpana? Sorry, it's my fault. I'm so sorry. So basically today our first speaker is Toastmaster Kalpana. She is they're doing a mentor project speech, and Toastmaster Varat is evaluating this speech. May I request Toastmaster Varat to read the objective and the title of the speech?
Toastmaster Sudha. Toastmaster Sudha.
So, yeah.
Toastmaster Kalpana, The purpose of her project is for her to apply her mentoring skills to a shorter mentoring assignment. And the purpose of this speech is for Kalpana to share some aspects of her first experience as a Toastmaster mentor. The speech title for Kalpana's speech that she's giving today is Beautiful Bond, and her timing is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Kalpana.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sudha. Now, may I request Toastmaster Kalpana to come on stage, and the screen is yours. So please go ahead. Toastmaster Kalpana.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Rakesh.
Thank you.
Thank you, Evaluator. Beautiful bond. You all are thinking whether it's the James Bond or some chemical bond. What it is that you people are thinking about. Sometimes I feel I am the James Bond, and the chemistry between us forms the chemical bond. Everybody of you, you're all wondering what this lady is talking about. I'm going to talk about mentoring. Good evening, Toastmasters, respected guests. Today, I'm going to talk about my Toastmasters journey, particularly the mentoring part. Who is a mentor? A person who is going to take the role of a leadership in bringing someone's potential out and make that person strong, feel confident, and empowered to do whatever he or she wants to do. This is the concept I had before I joined Toastmasters, which is a very small thing, which is a very narrow-minded thing. But after joining Toastmasters, I felt this mentoring is a very broad perspective where we need to understand and get into action like a perky Toastmaster, that you need to make others understand their potential. Not only others, you also can take lot of information and wisdom from other members. So mentor-mentee relationship, how it should be. I don't say mentor-mentee relationship because sometimes a mentor behaves like a mentee, sometimes a mentee behaves like a mentor. Behaves in the sense, doesn't even the personality or the behavior, but also the way of expression, the way that they wanted to deliver their speech, and in their own attitudes and attributes. I joined Toastmasters in 2017. I still remember the date, February 1st, I joined. January 17th, 2019, I was invited, and they said, just come for a meeting. I said, I don't know anything about the meeting, and I'm not a working woman, I'm a homemaker. What am I going to do in the meeting? My friend, Toastmaster Rajisha, she said, just come and see, enjoy. And I started enjoying. Till today, there is no way of looking back. Just going forward with the same smile and more energy, more perky feel that I could say. Some years later, after I became a Sergeant at Arms, gained some experience, then I came to this club, the Keynoters Toastmaster Club. At that time, I was given a job of a VP, Vice President Education, where Toastmaster Varata was the president. She has been a great mentor. At times, she used to guide me. At times, we used to have a beautiful bond of friendship. Some months rolled, and I felt something is gripping that I couldn't do my things. but I also felt empowered that I am a VP. I started taking members to mentor them once I completed my level 2 pathways in my effective coaching. Let me share my screen. This is the mentor communication tracking log, which I made before I started my journey. Toastmaster Anjani, who is the VPPR of this club, was my first mentee when I joined this club. She was so sweet. At the beginning, she was scared to talk. And she said, "Ma'am, I can't talk. I'm feeling really scared. When I see the audience, I forget all my lines." I said to her, "Toastmaster Anjani, you have something in you that you need to bring out. You have to practice. More and more practice will make you perfect." And she slowly started coming out. 15th, as it mentioned here, she started SAA performance. She was a Sarchari dance. She participated in contests. She started writing scripts, and she also did her evaluation. Lot of information she gained, and she used to call me often. She also works, and she couldn't devote much of her time. But still, whenever we have time, we used to have a Zoom meeting after the online meeting started. Then slowly the next year, she started participating in debate discussions. And now she's a VPPR. She is doing wonderful creative minutes of the meeting. And on 16th February, she has been chosen as Chief Sergeant at Arms. She did lot of improvement in her roles, and now she is a perky person in Keynoters. Recently, I got another protege who is called Toastmaster Badr from Green's Toastmaster Club. I'm an area director of 28 and I have 4 clubs under me. I have to give equal importance to all the 4 clubs. But this particular person, he joined only 2 weeks back and he participated in the debate contest and he won in the club debate contest. Now he's heading to the division level. See how much of enthusiasm that he has. So, my dear friends, from the mentoring, I could say that I have learned that a mentor should be a very nice, accommodative person, understanding, patience, and lot of things that he has to learn from the protege. Protege and mentor, they should go hand in hand. So I finished my speech with this quote from Simon Sinek. Leadership is not about being in charge. Leadership is about taking care of those in your charge. Over to TMO.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kalpana. What a beautiful speech, and the topic itself is a beautiful bond. So which shows very the kind of the respect and the kind of the relationship what mentee and mentor should have, and the kind of the actually message what we are giving here on this platform to others to follow. Beautiful. Thank you very much. So when I ask the Toastmaster Kalpana about to name his her mentor, she named not once, not twice, not 3 mentors. In fact, actually, if I have to count, it's all 5 mentors. So there's no doubt we can see the energy in Toastmaster Kalpana. The 5 mentors, when they are educating someone, then definitely they can be she can become a gems. So no doubt in that. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Kalpana. So may I request, okay, just will give 10 minutes, sorry, 10 seconds for our evaluator to just note down his comments. And if anybody wants to give any feedback, please they send a direct message, or maybe actually you can send in a chat message also, you can send her feedback. Thank you. So now it's time for the second speaker. Second speaker is Toastmaster Swati, and today she is giving icebreaker speech. And may I request a speech evaluator, Toastmaster Abdul Rashid, to speak the objective, to share the objective of this speech and share more detail on this speech about Toastmaster Abdul.
Thank you, Tia Modi, for inviting me.
Yes,
Toastmaster Swati, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can.
Toastmaster Swati is going to deliver her icebreaker speech, and her pathway is presentation mastery. The purpose of the speech is for the member to introduce himself or herself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. The time for the speech is 4 to 6 minutes. Toastmaster Swati, you can start your speech.
Toastmaster Swati, stage is yours. Yeah, please.
Hi, every one of you over there. I would like to introduce you or invite you to look into these 3 items that is commonly seen in your kitchen. First of all, a potato. Well, a potato, which seems to be hard, but it is covered by a very thin layer of skin, and it gets soft when you boil it or it's under pressure. And my second item is an egg, which has shell that can easily crack, but it gets very hard when you boil it. And my third item is coffee. Well, just think of a fabulous cup of coffee and what you can add into it. Well, what has all this item got to do with me? Let me explain. Well, I lost my mother at a very tender age of 3, and I was brought up by my loving father and my siblings. Well, I always thought I was under a shield of protection. Not until I went to school. Well, I was verbally abused by my schoolmates because I was overweight. And I was sensitive and used to cry. And I would find all sorts of excuses for not being in the school. But that didn't last long because I didn't want to remain as a soft potato in my life. So when my brother went for his martial art classes, he used to come back and practice the stance. I used to observe him attentively. I requested my brother that I should also be there at the martial art class. But my father told me, no, I should be rather in the classical dance class. Well, he might have his own reasons to do so, but I could see the reality why my father had said that. Because when I was at the age of 13, I punched one of my classmates' face, a boy. But there was a reason why, because he took my bicycle and went for cycling at the park and made me wait for 30 minutes for the bicycle. When I saw him and after punching him, I warned him. I told him, don't you dare to tell your parents about this incident, or no to my father or my siblings. Well, ever since that day, my schoolmates, girls especially, they came forward and looked for me to get some ideas on how to treat boys. At that moment, I realized I have evolved from being a soft, sensitive type of person like potato to an hard-boiled egg. But that didn't last long. After my secondary school, I had to leave to Singapore to pursue my studies, and which I continued. I took up diploma in programming, and I worked at the same time, and I was in Singapore for 3 to 4 years. But after that, I have to return to Malaysia because my father was not feeling too well. So I spent about 2.5 years with him until he rested in peace. After that, I began to involve myself in businesses. The first one, yes, with Perky, expression and feelings. I went into the business, but it proved to be a failure. I didn't want to give up. I continued, start a next business, and it proved to be a failure too. And I returned to Singapore again. I took up another course and got the key holder cert to start a manpower business with my cousin. And guess what? It proved to be a failure too, because the person we trusted disappeared with the cash. So I got no choice. I returned to Malaysia. I pursued my study again. I took up diploma in my TESOL and took up masters in education. And thereafter, I got involved in language center. I started up. And the following year, I started up my second branch on that. So ever since that, I am clinging to the language center. Now, dear friends, the changes that I went through in my life, from being a soft potato kind of person to a hard-boiled egg and coffee. Yes, I could mix it in a cup of omakov in order to make a fabulous cup of coffee, which I can add, well, cardamom, ginger, creamer, and so forth. I realized that changes and challenges in life that I went through is beautiful because it has made me into the kind of person I am. And I find that failures are not the end. That is the beginning for us to learn as how precious stones can be. With all the tremendous cuts in life, it becomes a valuable gem in the end. And I've learned through our life, through these changes in life, that how I can have gratitude about life and be contented about life. And I find being happy at each moment and give happiness to others that I meet is one of the best things in life. And I think the very breath of life is certainly a gift which most of us have to experience and enjoy and be gratitude about. So dear friends, I truly believe that changes are beautiful. Do you think so? Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Swati. Toastmaster Swati is giving icebreaker speech. So, and such a beautiful speech. I request all to give a standing ovation to her. Such a beautiful speech. Thank you. So just we'll give a break for 10 seconds and for the evaluator to note down the comments. And once again, I request other Toastmasters to message if any suggestions you want to give to the Toastmaster Swati. You can send direct message here in the chat box also. Otherwise, you can send through WhatsApp, whichever way you feel. Thank you. Now it's time for third speech. So in fact, actually, this was the first speech, but I'm so sorry for shuffling speeches. So our next speaker is a very resilient personality, and by profession, he is a HR manager in an EPC company, and he is also a president of Amirga Tamil Sangam Toastmaster Club. At the same time, he is also vice president of another club. So he's wearing many crowns. So I request Toastmaster Guru Murthy to okay, I'm sorry, before I call Toastmaster Guru Murthy, may I request Toastmaster Sangeeta to give the objective of the speech? Toastmaster Sangeeta.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome, Toastmaster Gurumurthy. And today, the purpose of your speech, the purpose of this project is for the mentor to introduce himself or herself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. Your speech time is 4 to 6 minutes, and my best wishes. Over to you, Toastmaster Gurumurthy.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sangeeta. Thank you very much. So now I request Toastmaster Guru Murthy. Toastmaster Guru Murthy, stage is yours, sir.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the evening. Who is an optimist? A person who is inclined to be hopeful and to expect good outcomes, whatever the situation is. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, I'm delighted to give my icebreaker speech with Keynoters, which is a chance to introduce myself. For those who don't know me, my name is Guru Murthy and I'm from the temple city of Madurai, Tamil Nadu in India. I hail from a family of teachers. My father was a teacher and my mother is a homemaker. I had my most special schooling in Madurai, where I am most lucky enough to participate in debates, speech, mono acting, and drama competitions. Having won many accolades during my school days, I was one of the outstanding students. I missed almost all the classes, so that's why it made me an outstanding student. And after the school, as the adage says, go with the wind, where many parents were dreaming or imagining their children to be engineers. I was not an exception too. I have completed my engineering in electronics and communication. However, I started my career in HR and completed my MBA HR in parallel. And I moved to UAE in 2008. And it has been a sweet 13 years in this beautiful land. UAE has given me a lot of learning opportunities, life for which I'm always grateful. I want to quote an instance during my early days in UAE. I remember it's my third day in UAE in 2008. I had a colleague. I started working. I had a colleague whose telephone would be busy all the time. And I saw him taking the phone and saying, fine, Alhamdulillah. And he repeats it again and again and again whenever someone calls. I thought, and I was curious to know, who is this Alhamdulillah? Who is calling him very frequently? I was very curious. I asked my another colleague, hey, yaar, who is this Alhamdulillah who is calling Mashal all the time? I thought he is a very key person in the organization. And he was laughing loud at me. And he said, dude, Alhamdulillah is a greeting word, meaning by God's grace. By God's grace, Alhamdulillah means God's grace. Being new to this culture, this was an authentic learning experience to me. I'm sure many of you would have gone through. Alhamdulillah, I have been blessed with a good job, family, and friends. I call myself an optimist and try to be optimistic, always seeing the best things at any point in time. I landed in mid of the economic crisis in 2008. We have seen many economic downturns, ups and downs in this market, and recently we have fought against COVID as well. So I always, as an optimist, I look for the best things in the world. I look forward to be an optimist too. My passion is public speaking, and I have been regular debater, speaker in Tamil talk shows. I have participated in many talk shows Pattimandram under celebrity judges like Raja, Leonie, Delhi Ganesh, and so on. My recent project is with Tamil Vasal YouTube channel, where I have engaged them in multiple roles as a creative head, speaker, and the host. And we have completed 4 talk shows and a lot more to come on the channel. And I have been coaching budding speakers in Tamil to perform in these talk shows. And this gives me utmost happiness and satisfaction when they perform well in the show. My journey with Toastmaster began in 2019 officially. One person who pushed me to join Toastmaster is none other than our beloved perky President Toastmaster Kanti. Many of you here will agree that Toastmaster Kanti is a magnet attracting many people to Toastmasters. And I'm here today to refine my communication and leadership skills with the perky people like you. So let's speak and grow. I'm honored to be part of this Keynoters Toastmasters Club. And thank you from the Optimist. Over to you, Toastmaster of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gurumurthy. Thank you very much. I can see our Division Director F has joined our meeting. So, very good evening, sir. Very good evening, Toastmaster Sudhir. Are you there? Can you hear us?
Yeah, good evening to TMOD, Toastmaster Rakesh. Good to be here in Keynoters.
A few words from you, sir.
Thanks for, definitely love to be a part of Keynoters, and thanks to the invite from our president, Kanti, as our Gurumurthy said, a very magnetic personality. He is such a very positive person. Always when you talk to him and interact with him, he's a person whom you cannot say no. He always he's got such a pleasing personality, and I'm sure that with that sort of personality, what he has, he'll be able to encourage the entire team. That is what the leadership is all about. Having that the strength of keeping the bond on, keeping with the pleasant, with the as he wrote in today's in WhatsApp, servant leadership. That's what it's all about. He's doing it very well. I wish all the best to Keynoters, and look forward. All support we'll have from Division F, on the entire team. I had a discussion with them. So let's take it ahead, and I see good new faces here in Keynoters. Looking positive. Let's go for it and do better. Thank you.
Yeah, Toastmaster Rakesh, you are in mute. And also icebreaker speech done by Toastmaster Gurumurthy. And please request everyone to give standing ovation. Over to you, sir.
Yeah.
So just the 10 seconds break, because actually, okay, I request everyone to give feedback, direct message or chat message. So now it's time for the 4th speech today. Our 4th speaker is Toastmaster Kiran, and today she is giving her L4 Innovative Planning speech. May I request Toastmaster Farhad to share the objective of the speech, sir?
Sure. Good evening, everyone. This is Toastmaster Farhad, and the evaluation purpose statement. The purpose of this project is for the member to apply his or her understanding of social media to enhance and establish or new social media presence. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspects of his or her experience, establish or enhance the social media presence. Wish you good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Farhad. So may I request Toastmaster Kiran to stage is yours. Toastmaster Kiran.
Yes, thank you. I'm audible to everyone?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
you are.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. You cannot buy engagement. You have to build arrangement. My dear wonderful audience, I would like to ask a question. What is social media engagement? Why it is important in a modern era? Please raise your hands.
What is the question, please?
What is social media engagement? Why it is essential in modern era?
We are all social animals. We need to engage and take part in this. Online itself is a social thing.
Thank you. Thank you very much. My dear friends, social media engagement is just like a dinner party where host invites to guest to encourage to communicate, to engage himself and a guest so that party can become more interesting, enjoyable, attractive, and memorable. My dear friends, just imagine you threw a party. You invited lots of guests and friends. You spent massive amount on the decoration. But those people sat silently. They were not communicating. Why? Because no one introduced to them. There was no fun, no music, no song, no game. Whole scenario was a dicey. If you post those pictures on our social media like Facebook or Instagram, or you share those photographs on WhatsApp with your friends, colleagues, and relatives, what do you think? Would they like those pictures? I'm asking from you, would they like those pictures? My dear friends, hope you will agree with me. Without engagement, social media is a just media, not more than that. I have realized the significance of social media when I have found myself alienate in this modern time. Do you know what is my zodiac sign? It is Cancerian, who loves and like to live in a shell. They have never emerged out from their comfort zone. I was enjoying my limited resources, like few friends to talk, newspaper, what is happening in the country, few news channels, what is happening around the world. But my perception proved wrong when my friend moved to another city or nation due to their work. I felt I am an alien who came from another planet and living here without making connection, interaction with the world. I immediately started to find out other sources, to hang out with friends and connected with the world. My dear friends, believe me, social media has given me a meaningful direction to mingle with people. There is no doubt social media has a great influence from small businesses to higher level businesses. My dear Toastmasters, there are so many tools available on a web world. The tool which attracted me, that was a WhatsApp. The WhatsApp has made me impulsive to enhance my word. When I joined Toastmaster Club, I got a chance to engage, to connect with the various groups through WhatsApp. Those groups were spreading positive energy and emphasizes the importance of the Toastmasters Club. I find myself lucky to become the part of that group, and that wonderful speeches, amazing debates, and the events I enjoyed a lot, especially the attractive flyer which pushed me to join each Toastmaster meeting, because each Toastmaster meeting has its unique flavor, where each Toastmasters evaluators give his valuable feedback to the speaker so that he or she can make his or her upcoming performance iconic. I really enjoyed the social media. I was so happy I joined that social media. I'm a die-hard fan of a WhatsApp group. Why? Because it has given me a platform where I can express my view, opinion, ideas. It has connected me with the world. It has helped me to make friends, and it has helped me to identify my hidden values, my hidden qualities. My dear friends, just press one click. You will connect with the familiar and unfamiliar people in a fraction of seconds. Before wrapping up my speech, I would like to share a quote. Social media networking is not about websites. They are about experiences. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kiran. What an amazing and very spiffing speech. Yeah, you are absolutely right. Social media has changed everything. In fact, actually, social media played a very important role during here in this pandemic. People were sitting inside a home, not connected in person. Social media is something which made them connect each other, understand each other, and keep boosting everybody's spirit. And that really helped us. Thank you very much. So we'll have 10 seconds break so that actually others evaluator can make a note. Thank you. Coming back to the theme of meeting today, connecting mind. Mind is our superpower, which design, develop, execute what we think, even visualize, or even wish to make it real. It reminds me one story back in 2004. I was working for a company in India, and I was visiting to a company called Merck MDCI. Merck MDCI used to be R&D center in Taloja. Actually, it's a part of the New Mumbai. And I was very much impressed by the uniform of the employees. The white shirt, full cotton white shirt, and gray trousers. It was so amazing. It hit to my mind. And very soon after a few months, I realized that my wardrobe is full of white shirt and gray trouser. My point is, things which you visualize, which get fixed in your brain, that is asking you to do the same thing. Many times you missed, but once you are visualized, you simply follow the direction. Now coming back to the Expo 2020. Expo 2020 was started in long back in 1851 in the UK. And then in 1928 is when the Bureau Immigration Exposition was established. And the objective of this organization, this is basically inter-governmental organization. It was a charge for overseeing and regulating the World Expo. Since the BIE, in short, actually we call it BIE, was created. The World Expo has explicitly been organized around a theme that attempts to improve humankind knowledge, takes accounts to the human social aspiration, and highlights the scientific, technology, and economical social progress. I'm sure actually the people who is living here in this part, they all are aware actually why it is called Expo 2020 in 2021. Originally, it was a plan to be inaugurated in 20th October 2020. And later, actually, because of the pandemic, it has moved after, for 1 year. And this is the first time when any exhibition in the world in this expo have been shifted, not cancelled. So this is also one of the record. So Expo 2020 is getting executed under our Perky leadership, Mr. Reem Al-Hassami. Now, Expo 2020 was in inaugurations. You all would have seen a girl observing the challenge of 2 days and representing the hope for future. Hope you all agree the remarkable presence of this girl and the symbolism of her presence at the opening ceremony. She is basically Dubai-born girl. She is from India and her name is Meera Singh. Was given a part of young role to a young girl whose journey creates an expo story at the heart of the show. And the costume was also designed like an Arab tradition, expressing the culture and the value of the Emirates. In fact, actually, many audience, including me, was confused initially whether she, what is her nationality. She does not look like Arabs. She does not look like any other Middle East country nationalities. So in fact, actually, I guess she is from India, but somebody told me she is from Russia. So there was a big confusion. But later we understood that her father is Indian and her mother is from Belarus. So what I mean that she handled very smoothly and her body language was amazing. It was giving very clear message what Expo 2020 is trying to emit. Thank you. Coming back to the topic, may I request Toastmaster Kanti to share a timer report, please.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you for explaining about the Expo 2020 also. And today, I'm your timer, and we had an excellent 4 speeches we have experienced today. Our first speaker, Toastmaster Kalpana, told about mentoring and her own experience in just 7 minutes and 15 seconds. And our icebreaker speaker, Toastmaster Swati, spoke about her experience with potato and egg in just 6 minutes, 17 seconds. And our third speaker, Guru, is very optimistic and he gave his speech in 4 minutes and 23 seconds. And our final speaker talked about social media. Toastmaster Kiran talked in just 6 minutes and 31 seconds. I just remember when during her speech about yesterday's outage of WhatsApp. And all are qualified. Please give them a big round of applause to all the 4 speakers. All are qualified. And with the permission of Toastmaster of the day, shall I launch the poll?
Yes, please.
Thank you so much. And please vote for the all are good speaker. Please find the best of them.
Unfortunately, we can vote only for one.
Yeah, that's true. And we have now 18 members. I received 50% now 75. Amazing. Excellent polling. 14 out of 18. Fantastic. 15. And dear members, do not miss this great opportunity. It's your rights to vote. Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to close the voting. Thank you. And over to you, Toastmaster Rakesh.
Thank you, President Kanti. Thank you very much. So Now it's time for very interesting session, table topic session. So may I request Toastmaster Tony today to start the table topic session, sir. Toastmaster Tinu.
Thank you, TMOD, for the introduction.
Yep.
Good evening, Toastmasters and my dear guests. Here, the objective of this section is to develop our improved speaking skills and thinking skills. Each speaker can speak for 2 minutes, and I encourage all the speakers to use the word of the day, Perky. Anyone can volunteer, and I randomly call the names. Otherwise, if no one come forward. Thank you. Now we are going to start our session. And anyone volunteer? Our first question to TM Sudhir. I think he's the
division director is here and he's smiling.
Okay. Talk about Dubai Expo 2020.
Dubai Expo 2020.
Sorry, talk about Dubai Expo 2020.
Dubai Expo 2020. When I came to Dubai for the first time, I was hearing this, that Dubai is in contention. And finally, when we got this, when it was announced that Dubai is a winner, I was witness to the celebrations all over Dubai. It was such a joyous moment. But deep inside me, I was thinking, since I'm in a shipping industry, I was not very sure whether I will be there until 2020 to watch all these things, Dubai Expo 2020, because shipping was going through a very tough situation. As gradually things started moving, we started seeing a lot of changes happening around Dubai. We started seeing a lot of changes happening around this part of Dubai where Expo is happening and the place which I am staying. I was very much excited. And as the days was nearing, I was equally waiting. Then finally, Corona came. So 2020, now we are celebrating in 2021. And I'm eagerly waiting to go and see. The videos, the opening ceremonies have all made us wanting to go there. So we have all made plans to go and watch. It's once in a lifetime we get to see all these sort of this wonderful event. The whole world is coming around. The entire world is coming into Dubai. That's a one of this thing. And I've called all my parents, my in-laws, everybody. 6 months, my house will be jam-packed with people. I said, don't miss this thing. So I will be going, and I will also be taking some of my friends and my relatives along. So we are in for celebration. Do go for it and enjoy Dubai Expo 2020. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next TM Badr. Explain the central theme of Expo 2020.
Yeah, Toastmaster Tino.
Explain the central theme of. Okay.
Sorry for the interruption. Please check. He didn't unmute, and if he's okay, please ask him. Toastmaster Badr, I think he's not in here virtually. Please.
Okay. Next question to Team Varda. Explain the central theme of Expo 2020.
Sorry to disturb you again, Mr. Tino. I will select the persons if they maybe they are not unmuting. DTM Annie, distinguished Toastmaster Annie, are you there?
What's the question again? Hello, can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
So sorry, what's your questions again?
Explain the central theme of Expo 2020.
Sorry, it's lagging.
Talk about central theme of Expo 2020. Dubai Expo. Talk about the central theme.
Oh dear, I have no sentence idea about what is happening in Dubai of the Expo. I only know Malaysian is in hair wire. So really, you mean the Expo as in economy, or Expo as in Toastmasters, or Expo in businesses or in education? I really have no sentence idea about that during this time. But I know the world is changing. Everyone is changing. You and I is changing. And we are moving towards the 21st century, and never ever before digital technology has been such a high in demand before. And even people who are doing marketing in technology has not been appreciated by many people, but now we are being appreciated. So I can't really answer your question because I don't live in Dubai, but I know in Malaysia, it is like haywire, political unstable, people are suffering, and COVID is killing too many people, even despite of having 2 doses. So, but we are catching up, and we have so many issues in Malaysia. So in the part of Dubai, I'm not too sure, I've never been, but President Kanti said one day he will show me around, and then I can share more about your expo in Dubai. Back to you.
Thank you so much. Our next topic is to Abdul Rashid. In your opinion, what will be the true happiness? In your opinion, what will be the true happiness?
True happiness is when we all are happy. What I mean is, when I am happy, I have to make others happy. Okay. So when I try to be happy, I should try others to be happy. At that time, we can say that is true happiness. If you have money, and if others don't have money, try to help them if they want. If you have any resources, try to help others if they don't have those resources that you have and they are in need. So try to help needy people. At that time, you will get real happiness. And also, when you try to make others happy, you should confirm that I also should be happy. You should not be like that. You make others happy and you have to be in a bad situation. No, that should not be there. So make all others happy and yourself happy. At that time, that is the true happiness. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster. The next topic goes to anyone ready to volunteer? The next question is
Toastmaster Sankita.
Yes, our topic is
Yeah, my topic is sorry.
okay. Okay. May I ask 1 second? Describe a complex challenge that you completed. Difficult challenge. Describe any difficult challenge that you completed.
Okay. See, it was not a challenge somehow. In 2000, say 10. I was doing my ITA course. So everybody going for interview in Air India. So mostly who are the dedicated students who supposedly they easily can get job. So they went there and they just disqualified. So they say, okay, let me try myself also. Then say, we are disqualified. How can you think you can join over there? Nanka, you are disqualified, but I can say no until and unless they say no. So let me go. See, nothing is negative. So let me try. So I went over there and my mind was blank. I just went over there. Okay. So interview was going on and just I was giving answer, and in last I got selected, and this was not a challenge, but it's challenge for myself, not for others. And they all were surprised, and that was the first challenge in my life. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Okay, thank you, Sangeeta. Next question, next topic goes to Preeti, Sadish.
Yes.
Describe a practical skill you learned. Preeti, describe a practical skill you learned.
Practical skill which I've learned. Basically, I'm a teacher. So definitely you can guess what my practical skill would be. I am very good in tackling with students. Yes, I can definitely get to know about their present date by just looking at their faces. Yes, in the morning when I enter into my class, I need to get that vibration, that energy from my class. There starts my day. Inside my class, I can make out each and every the type of feeling they have, the way of their start of the day, and sometimes I even get to know how their day would have been at home. So I'm sure for past 12 years I've been a teacher, and this is some practical skill which I've been able to understand, and this has helped me to learn other people's feelings just by looking at their faces. So if somebody is upset, I get to know that very well. So I think that's the greatest gift which I've got being a teacher. Thank you.
Thank you, Preeti. Thank you so much for all the speakers. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, table topic master, Toastmaster Tino. So may I request our timer, President Kanti, to give timer report, please.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster of the day, and please give a big round of applause to our table topic master Tino and all the wonderful speakers from our division director Toastmaster Sudhir, who is a shipping expert, and he spoke about the Expo 2020 in just 1 minute and 47 seconds. And our distinguished Toastmaster Annie, she spoke Worldwide Expo. Thank you to DTM Annie, and in just 1 minute and 3 seconds. And true happiness. If you want to know true happiness, please ask Toastmaster Abdul Rashid. And he gave in 1 minute 25 seconds. And complex challenge by our yoga master Toastmaster Sangeeta. In just 1 minute 15 seconds, she explained very well. And finally, the amazing skills which Toastmaster Preeti has, that one. If you are upset, she will find you out. And she explained in just 1 minute and 30 seconds, and all are qualified. Well done to all the speakers here. And with the permission of Toastmaster of the day, shall I launch the poll, sir?
Yes, please.
Thank you so much. And now it's the time for voting. Yeah, I think, yeah, you can see on the screen. If you didn't see the screen, please send me the message. Yes, fantastic. Yeah, polling is very fast now. Yes, 75% within few seconds. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you, all the Toastmasters, and over to you, Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Rakesh. Over to you.
Thank you, President Kanti. Now we are at the last session of the meeting today. That is evaluation session. So may I request General Evaluator Toastmaster Sindhu Suresh to come on stage and introduce other evaluators. Toastmaster Sindhu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rakesh. And once again, I would like to extend my good evening, warm evening to all the Toastmasters over here. So it's time for us to listen to what the evaluators have got to speak. So we heard wonderful speeches. So without much ado, let me take you through the evaluation process. To evaluate the first speech given by our Toastmaster Kalpana, we have Toastmaster Sudha all the way from Jordan. So I request Toastmaster Sudha to come forward and give the evaluation for our speaker, Toastmaster Kalpana. Over to you, ma'am.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and a very warm good evening to Toastmaster Kalpana, who's also the area director here. What a wonderful speech, I must say. It lived up to your name, which is Kalpana in India means imagination. So it was a I mean, you could imagine the kind of passion and effort that Toastmaster Kalpana has put in, why not only in her Toastmaster journey, but also in a mentorship journey in Toastmasters. She started beautifully by tickling our curiosity of whether the beautiful bond that she was going to talk about was anything to do with movies, which is James Bond, or it is a chemical bond. And then she brought the connection, weaving it, just like how mentors do. Mentors have this thing about connecting the dots, not about creating dots. As mentors, we don't, what do you say? You don't teach, you don't walk ahead and ask your mentees to join you. But what you do is observe the mentees and try to get them to do whatever they do better. And what we saw in Kalpana's speech was how she's also started it beautifully with her own Toastmaster journey, the value that she got in, and then she navigated it into mentorship. So the transition was very good, I would say, and that it then got us into how she wanted to give whatever she got into her mentees. And what I really liked about it was there was this personalized thing where she spoke about specific people and how her mentoring journey was with each of them. And she did not speak about the same aspect about mentoring. She spoke about different things, and also by showing us how she was calibrating, we could quite understand, because the time that you have is so little, but stories are so many. So with that, you know, a picture says a million words, so we could actually see what Kalpana was doing. So now, she had so much to tell us, and what could she have done better to have captured more of our imagination? One of the things that I would suggest that would have made this speech a little better was if Kalpana had actually talked a little bit more about the mentees, what exactly was, described a little bit more. When she spoke so much about her own Toastmaster journey, the proportion of her speech with regards to the details about the mentee was, I think, compromised a bit. So somewhere if she had balanced it a bit more on that, it would have been a little bit more in depth about the mentee and how the value that they got from the mentorship and how it was differentiating some of the problems, some of the things. A little anecdotal would have made the speech a little bit more engaging in that sense. And the other thing was that I felt was, if there was pauses in the speech, but if they could have been a little bit more dramatic pauses where you stop and then the audience is waiting to see what you're going to come up with in connection to that, it would have made us, really imagine and wonder. So the emphasis of a dramatic pause makes a big difference. That being said, very well thought out story. I mean, you captured the audience with a lot of your anecdotes, but if it could have been a little bit more detailed in terms of mentorship relationship rather than your own Toastmaster journey and dramatic pause, this mentoring journey of yours would be more interesting. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sudha, for that overarching evaluation. Now it's time for us to move to the second evaluator. I request Toastmaster Abdul Rashid to come forward to evaluate the speech by our Toastmaster Swati. Over to you, Toastmaster Abdul Rashid.
Good evening, Toastmasters, and warm good evening to Toastmaster Swati. First of all, I congratulate our perky Toastmaster Swati for delivering such a wonderful speech. We can give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Swati, our perky Toastmaster Swati, for delivering such a wonderful speech. I personally felt that it is not an icebreaker speech. In fact, you were speaking like a seasoned speaker. Your clarity of speech, vocal variety, eye contact, gestures, ability to engage audience, confidence were all excellent. Content was interesting. You connected your life journey with potato and egg. And your chronology of your life period, your lifetime was in order. You started from your third year and how your life journey gone through, and how did you learn your martial art, and what was your father's opinion to learn martial art, and what was the reason behind that. You explained everything in this short time. My suggestion is only if you could talk about your life journey up to Toastmasters, your speech would have been, you could have taken the speech to another level. And also, if you speak in standing position, that would be better. Wish you all the best. Again, Perky Toastmaster Swati, for your upcoming projects. Back to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abdul Rashid, for that wonderful evaluation. Now it's time for us to move to the third evaluator. Our third evaluator is Toastmaster Sangeeta. Toastmaster Sangeeta Gupta will be evaluating the speech given by Toastmaster Gurumurthy. Over to you, ma'am.
Good evening, Toastmaster and guest. So, today I am evaluating only speech, not Toastmaster Gurumurthy. So, word, optimistic, itself a speech, which you can describe a lot. So, what is optimistic? It's not just a mindset, it's a behavior. And which I can see in Toastmaster Gurumurthy. You are such a Gurumurthy, you are such a picky person, multi-talented and multi-titled person. You give such a wonderful speech. The speech was mesmerizing. And everybody was listening each and every word. Well connected, well explained, clear. And the incident which you described, step by step, they were connecting all the audience who were listening to your speech. You used word outstanding student. Mostly when we heard outstanding student, we see, okay, it's academic or something. But the definition which given by you, always standing outside, that's a humorous. And everybody couldn't expect, oh, this is a outstanding definition. Then, other one, you use phrases also like go with me. And you use one word, Alhamdulillah. Maybe I'm not pronouncing correct, but this word I usually heard from my student, but I never asked what's the meaning. But today I come to know the meaning also, so I can reply your back, right? So we learn new word and totally, completely well explained, well connected. Everything was perfect. So what I can evaluate? Not so much. My little suggestion. If I would be on your place, the incidents you were describing step by step, you can modulate your voice according to that incident. Like you use word outstanding. So your expression and your voice pitch could be connected with that word. So that's it. Otherwise, everything was perfect. Everybody was attracted with your speech. Thank you so much to giving such a wonderful speech. It was a complete package. Humorous, your milestone, your multi-talented, and your journey. How you reach from childhood to here, everything was there. So thank you, Toastmaster Gurumurthy, for such a wonderful speech. Now over to you, General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sangeeta, for this great evaluation. Now it's time for us to move to the next evaluator, Toastmaster Farhat. Toastmaster Farhat will be evaluating the speech given by our Toastmaster Kiran. Over to Toastmaster Farhat. Toastmaster Farhat.
Yes, I'm here. Good evening, everyone. Yes. And I can see Toastmaster Kanti as well. Okay, I'll start now. Okay. Good evening, everyone, and a very good evening to my Toastmaster speaker, Kiran. It was amazing speech. I would say you're an exuberant speaker. What energy you brought in. What an interesting topic you chose. Yes, it is your project work about social media, but you came up with your personal examples about your personal like about WhatsApp, what you feel, your interest. Everything was very well exuded. Amazing job. Let me organize my speech. Point number one, you started asking, do you like why it is important to be connected in social media? So you started with a question to have that interaction. You gathered the attention of the audience with your first question itself. Point number two, you had a beautiful examples connecting with the live concept of telling that connecting with social media is like hosting a party. Would you like to be in such a boarding party, or it's up to us to make the party interesting, make people have enjoyment, fun, engagement. So you connected it so well. You enhanced the visualization of audience. I could literally feel it. Yes, when it comes to social media and hosting a party, wow, amazing, good job. So you connected, you enhanced the visualization, and throughout the speech, you were amazing with your energy, your flow of thoughts. You were smiling. I really loved all the element in your speech. You had that willingness to share as well. You spoke about your personal aspect, which is a very important objective of the speech evaluation criteria, where it says you have to share one of your personal aspects as well. So you did that very well, talking about you gave benefits like when you share in social media and WhatsApp, you said that it makes you feel good, it makes you explore your hidden potential, makes you feel connected to the world within a very short span of time. So there were many benefits which were highlighted. There was a beautiful story analogy. Okay, now let me take a moment to to help you embrace some opportunities of development which will help you to do better in your future speech. Point number one, Kiran, when you were giving the speech, especially when it comes to questioning, rather than us saying, I am asking you this question, what would you like? Rather, you can say, do you like such a party where things are boring and not interested? Oh, I will never like it. Show that with expression and ask, show that pause on your face and then pause as well. Do you like it? No, not really. So that audience can feel receptive to the message, not only by question. Sorry, my baby got up. And point number two, when you are speaking, you can be a little mindful about some grammatical pronunciation, like would you like importance of, there was some grammatical error. You could be a little cautious about that. And point number three, in your as per the objective of your speech, you had to organize your speech in a particular order. So I feel a little bit of organization would have been amazing. So just to summarize the speech, I loved your energy, flow of thought. You were exuberant. Keep up that great job about connecting with people. The visualization was awesome. If you could just be a little cautious about the articles in the grammatical part and about your pause. A very classy pause while questioning people, a little bit of structure, it would be a great speech. Good job. Thank you so much, Kiran.
Thank you, Toastmaster Farhat, for another comprehensive evaluation from your side. Now it's time for us to listen to our timer, Toastmaster Kanti. Toastmaster Kanti for the timer's report.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Sindhu ma'am. And today we had 4 excellent evaluators. And our first evaluator, she was evaluating our mentor, Toastmaster Kalpana's speech. And it's very difficult to evaluate a mentor. Am I right? And so Toastmaster Sudha ma'am, she took more time, 5 minutes and 15 seconds to evaluate mentor. And thank you so much, Toastmaster Sudha ma'am, for evaluating for a mentorship program. And so unfortunately, you are not qualified for the voting. And our next evaluator, Toastmaster Abdul Rashid, evaluated one of the icebreaker speech we had today, and he evaluated in 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and he is qualified. And our next evaluator, Toastmaster Sankida, evaluated optimist Toastmaster Guru in 2 minutes 55 seconds, and she is also qualified. And our final speaker, Toastmaster Farhat, she evaluated even though her baby was crying. Heads up to you, ma'am. And you evaluated in 3 minutes, 25 seconds. So except Toastmaster Sudha, all are qualified. And with the permission of general evaluator, may I launch the poll?
Sure, Toastmaster Kanti.
Thank you, ma'am. And dear Toastmasters, I am going to launch the poll. Give me a second, please. I will remove Toastmaster Sudha, ma'am. And okay, the screen is yours. Yeah, if you see the screen, please vote. If you didn't see the screen, please message me. Amazing. Yeah, 50% voted. Once again, I remind everyone, this is your rights. Please do not lose this great opportunity to vote, to find the best evaluator here. Thank you. And we got all the votes. Over to you, general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kanti, for that comprehensive report, and for encouraging all the participants to vote. It was a wonderful effort from your side. Now it's time for us to move to our Word Masters report. And I request Toastmaster Tilakam to come forward for giving us the report by Word Master. Toastmaster Tilakam. I think she's not here in this group. No, she's not available.
Yes, ma'am. Maybe a grammarian may cover Wordmaster also.
Okay, fine. So it's time for us to call the grammarian of today's meeting, Toastmaster Preeti. Toastmaster Preeti.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, first of all, let me thank all the speakers to help us learn many new things today. It was wonderful to listen to each one of you. And it was nice to see that almost all of them had used the word perky in their speech. Some of them had used it more than once as well. Yes, so since my job for today is to pick up grammar mistakes, I'm doing it. I'm getting into my job. Okay, the first speaker, she used this word perky twice. Which is wonderful. Then I said to her, could have been told as I told her. I said to her, instead of that, you could have used I told her. Then she did a lot of improvement. Instead of that, we can make it as she improved. Then why my father say that? Or instead of that, why my father said that? Make me wait can be made me wait. I'm not mentioning anybody's name. I'm just going on like, okay. Next one. I have had not have been. I think one extra have was used. I have had not been would have been better. I asked my other colleague. It should be used rather than using I asked my another colleague. Okay, it should be I asked my other colleagues. Then regular debater speaker. I think regular speaker, I think that speaker need not be there. Regular debater would have been better. Then it is important. Why is it important in modern era is right. But it was the speaker told the sentence why it is important in modern era. So 1A was extra. No one introduced to them. Instead of that, it can be no one introduced them. That 2 was extra there. Then 1 or 2 pronunciations, not platform, it is platform. Then fraction of second, and it's not friction of second. That's it. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity to learn from each one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Preeti, for that wonderful report. Now I think it is time for me to evaluate the whole meeting. Let me start the meeting by this idiom. Wake up and smell the coffee. That's what I felt when I heard this theme. It's time for us to know more about this. And our TMOD, Toastmaster Rakesh Mishra, has brought in something which we have to know. It is a need of the hour. So I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Rakesh Mishra, the Toastmaster of the day, for bringing such a good topic and which helped us to connect all the members over here. And we all are looking forward to something which is great happening in our place. And we got to know a lot of things about this. Now, I would like to say about your interaction with the attendees. Actually, when you brought the theme, I was just thinking, how can you connect with the audience? But you did an excellent job. You were picking up so many important events were discussed here. At the same time, you ensured that all the audience, all the attendees are being attended or participating in this by putting questions to them, questions across them. And it was well answered by most of the Toastmasters. So that is a sign that all were traveling along with you. You helped us to walk through the different points which you have explained here. So wonderful meeting. I would like to say that you have taken a lot of effort to make sure that the meeting is wonderful, and then that itself increase or enhance the energy of this meeting. And let me talk something which happened before the entry of our Toastmaster of the day, because I thought that I have to address, name check the Toastmaster of the day first. That's why I came to Toastmaster of the day. Now, the meeting agenda was well prepared in advance by our Toastmaster president. Toastmaster Kanti has circulated it to all the role players, and he ensured that all are participating, all are doing their role, and all are, all are practicing their roles, and all are fine to give up the roles in the better way. So I found that everything was well arranged, and he also ensured that each role player is getting the meeting link and agenda. That was wonderful. And the networking time which we had, it was really wonderful. And I love that how the Toastmasters over here linked or connected with the other Toastmasters. Not only Toastmasters, the guests who came from other clubs were also invited, and you all made us feel free that we all belong to the club. It is our own club. So that feeling was really great for us. It gives a lot of confidence. And now coming to our Sergeant-at-Arms Toastmaster Sujit. And the meeting started at the right time, that is 6:55. That was the order from the president, and it started on time, 6:55. That was brilliant. And our Toastmaster, Sergeant-at-Arms Toastmaster Sujit, he gave a wonderful start. He just introduced about the TI mission and other online etiquettes that we have to follow. Everything was clearly explained. And also he said that when the mission statement was said, like he just asked everyone to have this gesture, but I found that almost all were having this one, and I just would like to see everyone, since all were in the sitting position, it wasn't seen. So it is better if we can see, then it will be more, it will encourage others also to take up the same stand. Well done, Sergeant-at-Arms Toastmaster Sujit. Then I also loved that his introduction about the president. The president was well introduced by him. Actually, when the president was coming, there was a lot of energy in his introduction. So that followed the entry of our president, and our president, we know that he has got a lot of energy within him, and that is what we have experienced next. That is our presidential address. In that, he has beautifully stated all the mission of Toastmasters. Not only that, about Toastmasters Club, what is Toastmasters Club and all, was well introduced to all the members as well as guests over here. And also he stressed on the importance of the learning path, that is pathways. And there was a question and answer session to asking like how many paths are available and all. So that was really interesting, Toastmaster Kanti. And apart from that, he said the achievements of the club, Keynoters Club, that is all the members are involved in podcast blogs. Then he was encouraging the members to give book review, which is something newly introduced by District 105. The guests were then introduced. All the guests were given the chance to introduce themselves. And finally, he gave an announcement about the other achievements of the members of the Keynoters Club. Well done, President. You gave a lot of energy to the members. Keep it up. And also the announcement of Smedley Award. Congratulations, Keynoters Club, for winning this prestigious award. Now coming to our Toastmaster of the day, I already said that Toastmaster of the day really did his job well, and that took the session. It just skyrocketed to another level. The meeting was taken to the other level by our Toastmaster of the day, and the introduction given by the president about Toastmaster of the day was really great. And I really loved the introduction given by all the other role players. Now coming to our Toastmaster of the day, as I said, he was having everything. It was well organized. He had all the sets, whatever he had got to discuss, it was there. And also there was a lot of knowledge shared. Even those who are not from Dubai also got an idea about what is Expo, and we could learn more from you. So thank you, Toastmaster Rakesh, for bringing in this topic. Actually, this is something which is very important for the hour. Then coming to our word master. I would like to say that one of the richest role players of the day is our word master, Toastmaster Tilakam. Toastmaster Tilakam brought in a word like perky, and she explained well about what the word is and how to use this word. And it was well used by all the members, all the attendees. Nobody left use. I think first of all, she ensured that through round robin session, she ensured that each and every role player, not only role player, all the attendees are using this word. And apart from this, all the role players were obliged. They were just following what word master has said, and I could see some of them using the same word in more than twice or thrice in the same sentence. So that was brilliant, Toastmaster Tilakam. Congratulations to you. And coming to the next one, there was an introduction by Toastmaster of the day about the grammarian and the timer, and they also introduce their part well, what they are going to do in their session, in the meeting. That is a good practice. I have not seen in many of the clubs, but I appreciate that practice. Then coming to our speakers. I don't know what to say about the speakers. All are orators, even though I could see there's an icebreaker and all speakers who came up, they gave a wonderful speech. The gestures, the flow of language and emotions, the expressions, and how they have crafted the speech. It was awesome. And the evaluators have given, and actually it was a critical evaluations always, just taking up each and every point and evaluating. So that was wonderful. It really, I think all the speakers got a good evaluation, and this is going to help you in upcoming speeches. Congratulations, all the evaluators. Let me name check the evaluators. Toastmaster Sudha, the Toastmaster Abdul Rashid, Toastmaster Farhat, and Toastmaster Sangeeta. You all did your part very well. I don't have anything to add to it. So because everything was clear there. Then coming to our new Toastmaster, I was really happy to see that the new Toastmaster Tinu, who has come with table topics. I think Toastmaster Tinu is not here. Even though I heard from Toastmaster Kanti that she is a new Toastmaster, she has brought in wonderful topics which are aligned with the theme of the meeting. So I really loved the way she has introduced the topic, and she showed her passion through just announcing it. And also when she got into this, she was really excited. I could see the excitement on her face, and then she was calling all the members. And I really loved. And about the speakers, I would like to say, Toastmaster Sudhir, you just explained it so well. We were all connected with you, and you took us with you through your stories, and I really felt that it was really amazing. And second, our Toastmaster DTM Annie. I was just thinking, what would DTM Annie speak about this when I heard the topic? But she really amazed me, because even though she was not knowing much about the topic, she just connected with something else that is connected with the progress in technology, and she did a great speech. Congratulations, Toastmaster DTM Annie. Then came our Toastmaster Abdul Rashid, who defined what true happiness is. Congratulations, Toastmaster Abdul Rashid. Then our Toastmaster Sangeeta, who came with the difficult challenge that she has to come across. And then finally, our Toastmaster Preeti, who explained about the practical skills. So all the Toastmasters who came for this table topic session, they did a good job, and they were speaking like as if they got the topics before. Well done, Toastmasters. Speakers of table topics session. Then our timer. I would like to say today our president was timer come evaluator. Now, instead of, he was giving the time, at the same time he was evaluating each and every role player. That was wonderful, Toastmaster Kanti. So you added something from your end to encourage the role players. Very good, congratulations, keep it up. Now, about the evaluators, I already informed. Now, finally, our grammarian. Grammarian Toastmaster Preeti. Well done. I think that grammarian was keenly into this, completely engrossed into the meeting. Like she was noting each and every point, and she just explained like how this has to be reframed or how the structure of the sentence should be. Congratulations, Toastmaster Preeti. Actually, it was a good learning for all of us. And you have given some idea on pronunciation too. So definitely we all will be following it. Whatever we have learned from you is going to be helping us in future. Thank you, Toastmaster Preeti. So overall, I would like to say it was what to say? It was a firework or something of Dubai Expo. Like it was like it. Even now, I feel like the happiness or the enthusiasm. I learned a lot. At the same time, the energy which I could feel from you, the the language and the gestures and everything. It was fully packed with all the essentials which we need in a Toastmasters meeting. And I would like to appreciate our division director, Toastmaster Sudhir, for being here from start to finish with the members, encouraging them. Congratulations, sir. With all these, I would like to say it was an amazing session, and looking forward to more such sessions from your side. And surely we'll be visiting the club if I get the invite from Toastmaster Kanti. Thank you so much. And over to our Toastmaster of the day.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Sindhu. So what a detailed evaluation. Thank you very much. So coming back to the theme, before I give the stage to our president for closing. So we all do car alignment, right? So like a car alignment, our mind also need alignment. Our mind also needs some sort of conditioning. And the conditioning, the potential mind with the right mentoring is exactly what we do here in the Toastmaster clubs. We together condition the mind of the people, motivating them, boosting their confidence and the support to achieve the goal, the way, what they have come up to. We human are byproduct of 4.5 billion years of evolution. Today, human design have been perfect over millions of years, and the mind of every human can do wonders. Under any circumstances, with the right conditioning, our mind is full of thoughts. Every second, it is firing lots of thoughts. And if you are not going to concentrate on your aim, it may harm. It may direct you to the wrong path. It's important to connect the mind in a right path, right ways, which matches to your vision. With this statement, I hand over the stage back to our President Kanti for closing address. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my dear Toastmasters. Please give a big round of applause to Toastmaster of the Day for conducting the entire meeting in the awesome way. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rakesh. And before going, Toastmaster Tilakam rejoined later. We missed her counter and Wordmaster report. Toastmaster Tilakam, are you there? Happy to see you back.
Yes, sir. I'm here. Am I audible?
Yes. Yeah. Please give the counter report and Wordmaster.
First of all, sorry for the inconvenience. First, the word perky was used by almost all of our Toastmasters. Our Modi, he used twice. And Swati, TM Swati, she also used twice. And Abdul Rashid, he used thrice. Then Gurumurthy 4 times. Sorry, TM Gurumurthy 4 times. TM Sangeeta 2 times. Kalpana, almost in her speech, quite often she was using the word perky. Really, thank you, TM Kalpana. And when it comes to the R counter, generally being an R counter, I'm also having the habit of using R quite often. That is a rhyming of a part of our speech. TM Modi, most of the time while delivering his speech or whenever he speaks, he was using R. And Swati, she was using well. Instead of us, she was using well. I think all is well. So she was using that word well. And then table topic master Tinu, she was using sometimes in her speech. Then Sangeeta, she was using so for 3 times. And Sindhu, TM Sindhu, she was using for 6 times. And TM Preeti Satish, she was using for 3 times. That's all. Back to you, TM Kanti.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deenadayalu Tilakam, for the detailed report. And before announcing the result, I would like to ask the feedback. And before that, we have the special person, the Director of Division F Director. We would like to ask about the meeting and give your Division Director's address also, sir. Over to you, Division F Director Sudhir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kanti. What is there to say? It was such a nice meeting. It was it was good, nicely conducted, and I saw some of the evaluations very nicely done. Speeches were equally done, and the evaluations also nicely done. And the whole meeting was done in such a nice manner. It kept the energy going. It did not have it did not get lag any time. And at the same time, the general evaluation also was done very nicely. Right from beginning, all the points well covered. That's where the general evaluator's role really comes in. When general evaluator picks up very nice points and then elaborate, that goes into people's mind, and then that sort of correction. That's where the general evaluation, the value comes in. So that was very well done. The overall meeting is done well. Even for a normal meeting, it's like I can see a nice virtual background is done. Unlike in a normal meeting, we don't have this virtual background done. So it shows so much of effort is being put in, so much of creativity is being done. So definitely this energy, what Toastmaster Kanti and the team are doing it, I'm sure this should percolate down, and every member of the club should pass that energy back to the ExCom. Because I know I interact with Toastmaster Kanti very closely. I mean, he is so much of an energetic person, so much of an enthusiastic person. He comes up with a lot of ideas, a lot of enthusiasm, and he passes it down. And unless until he gets that energy back and support back from this entire team, it's very difficult for a president, for a leader to continue. So that I would urge and request all the members, give that support to Toastmaster Kanti and even the ExCom. Definitely Keynoters has got some wonderful speakers, wonderful members, and I'm sure this club will go up much better. So we need a overall entire support, and Division F also with along the support. We will definitely be there any time of the day. We will assign some members to continuously being part of Keynoters to attend this meeting, and we will see to it that this Keynoters brings in more. One of the best clubs. This club was last year has produced one winner as the district winner, right? So it's such a potential club. We need to groom in more members. So this club has been there right from the beginning, from the initial stage. I used to attend regularly for all the initial meetings, demo meetings, and the later subsequent meetings. So this club is very close to my heart, and I would like to see this club really becoming strong and becoming one of the best clubs in the division. And please participate where district has organized various contests, various flyers, various publicity events, PR events. Please participate in it. PQD Awards, Hall of Fames, let Keynoters name flash across every district, every divisions, every district, everybody know about this thing. All the good efforts it has to get, as they say, unless until you blow your own trumpet, it is you who has to blow your own trumpet. Others will not do for it. So you have to, whatever good things you're doing, let the whole world know. And once the whole world knows it, definitely you will get more members coming into it, and that energy will create. So all the best to you, Toastmaster Kanti, and the entire ExCom, and to all the members. Good luck to Keynoters. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And please give him a round of applause for a little keynote speech as an address. Thank you, sir. And I would like to thank Toastmaster of the Day. He only created this background, and thanks to our VPPR Anjani also for the beautiful flyer. And now I would like to ask the feedback. We are blessed to have 4 district officers in today's meeting. Division F Director Sudhir, and Area 25 Director Varada ma'am, and Area our 28 Director Toastmaster Kalpana, and Area 46 Director Sindhu ma'am. And we missed our own Area Director Toastmaster Rupa, and I am sure she will come in the next meeting. And I would like to ask the feedback from Toastmaster Abdul Rashid. Please unmute yourself, sir.
It was a wonderful meeting, Toastmaster Kanti, and I enjoyed it. And I hope I will also attend your upcoming meetings.
Thank you.
Thank you for
thank
inviting.
Thank you, sir. And the invitation will come in the regular from VPM and my side also. Thank you so much. And Toastmaster Preeti, thanks for taking the grammarian role, and please unmute and give your valuable feedback to us. Okay, and I think she is not here. And now it's a time for announcement. So I am going to share the results. Thanks for all your votes. And as per your vote, that we got the best speaker award. We got 2 best speakers today in today's meeting. Toastmaster Swati, congratulations for winning the best speaker award in your icebreaker speech. And the next speaker, best speaker, is Toastmaster Gurumurthy. Congratulations. I request all Toastmasters to unmute and you can clap when I am announcing the result. Thank you. And the best speaker is Toastmaster Preeti for her skills. And we have the best evaluator, the detailed evaluation by Toastmaster Farhat, and she won the best evaluator role. And we would like to thank to our Toastmaster of the day. He came with our updated theme of Expo 2020, Connecting Minds, and he really connected all our minds. Thank you, Toastmaster Rakesh, for taking up the role. And I would like to thank our Toastmaster Tinu for conducting the table topic session, even though she is a new Toastmaster, and she did excellently. And thanks to our area director and general evaluator of today's meeting, Toastmaster Sindhu ma'am. Thank you for your detailed evaluation, and I am sure we will take all your suggestions and we will implement in the upcoming meetings. And thank you to Timer, you are truly. And thanks to Toastmaster Tilakam and Badmaster and Accounter. And she mentioned more than 32 times we use the word Perky. And thanks for the wonderful word, Toastmaster Tilakam. And thanks to Toastmaster Preeti, who gave the detailed evaluation about the grammars. Thank you so much. And I would like to thank to all our ExCom members from Toastmaster Sujit and VPPR and VPE and VPM and the Secretary and the Treasurer. With their support, we are conducting in the regular one. And special thanks to Toastmaster Anjani, and thanks to Toastmaster of the Day also for helping for the flyers and the background. And now I would like to thanks to the certificate of participation for a table topic speech. Our division director attended the first speech, Toastmaster Sudhir. Thank you so much. And DTM Annie for your speech. And Toastmaster Abdul Rashid for your participation in the table topic speech. And Toastmaster Sangeeta for attending the table topic speech. And also Toastmaster Preeti. Thank you so much. And our we had 4 project speakers today, Toastmaster Kalpana, Toastmaster Guru, and Toastmaster Swati, and Toastmaster Kiran. Thank you so much for your valuable efforts, and you gave a wonderful delivery today. Really, we would like to thank to all the speakers and also the evaluators. Toastmaster Sudha all the way from Jordan, and Toastmaster Abdul Rashid from Ras Al Khaimah. Now he is in Ajman, and Toastmaster Sankida, the yoga teacher, and she did the evaluation well. And thanks to our Toastmaster Farhat. And overall, it was a wonderful meeting. The 3 pillars I would like to thanks again, our TMOD, Toastmaster Rakesh, and the table topic master, Toastmaster Tinu, and the general evaluator, Toastmaster Sindhu. And thank you so much for our division director for coming this meeting. And thanks, and over to the stage is to open to all for the networking, and I'm going to stop the recording. Thank you, and over to all.
Great meeting, Toastmaster.